Everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Adobe Office Hours. Nick, what are we doing today?
Ooh, what is going on, man? It is logo lighting.
That's right. We're going to show you how to
Logo
light
lighting.
your logos to make sure that they
You've
are
been asking.
reflective.
They've been asking for this for years.
They have good shadows. No, this is logo lightning round. If you looked at the thumbnail, it's misspelled because this is your favorite dumpster fire here on Adobe Live. We have a great time every week here on Office Hours, leveling up your creative careers. So today we're talking all about logos. We do want to talk about some things that are new in Adobe Express. I'm going to cough. Nick, can you talk about a little bit of Adobe Express?
Yeah, no worries. We'll cover it for you. We're going to cover a few new things in Adobe Express as well that are some fun new stuff, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. And chat, it's been a while. Hi. Hey there, chat.
What's up, guys?
Chat's on the screen today, so make sure that you come over and say hi. We're having the Behance chat on today. So if you want to have the YouTube chat on, let us know. We'll let you fight over it.
Yeah.
I am looking at both. All right, so
we're going to need
let's
the
go ahead.
help.
Yeah,
Big
let's go
time.
ahead and hop into Adobe Express. And Nick, we have a bunch of new things in Adobe Express, right?
Let's go check them out.
There's just like a bunch of add-ons. And here's the thing. If you haven't used add-ons before, they're pretty magical. There are things, and I'll show you where to find them, and then we'll kind of just run through the list real quick. And let's say that we have a document here. If you want to work with add-ons in Adobe Express, they are over in the side right here behind me. Oh, actually, I can point right there. You can go to add-ons right here. And there are a bunch of different add-ons for you to use. Some of them are like Webcam, Lightmaster, Google Photos. But Nick, there are a couple that we want to highlight and talk about today. What do we want to talk about when it comes to add-ons here in Adobe Express?
Ooh, I'm looking through mine. They are not populating right now, so we're going to have to go to your list.
Really?
Yeah.
Nick. Okay, I slacked you list. I do know
yes.
that I do know that
gotcha.
one of them that we want to look at is a spell checker, right?
Ooh, please.
Let's
like,
see if we
can we start with the beginning of our thumbnail?
right.
Some of us
I'll upload our thumbnail and then spell check it and be like, okay, that's wrong immediately.
Oh, that is great.
So we do have spell checking, right? Is one of our first things that we wanted to highlight.
Yes.
And you can use these. And so let's say that we have something that is spelled wrong. All we need to do is just click on this, and it's going to add that into Adobe Express, so it has an add-on that we can use. And Nick, there are a bunch of them here. Have you used any of these add-ons for anything?
The only thing we've used is Dropbox, I believe.
Yeah, I believe we use Dropbox. The TikTok Symphony Assistant is a really great one that helps you add in music, trending sounds and stuff. But Nick, what else do we want to highlight? I think that we have 5 of our top picks that we want to do. We talked about spell check. What is our second one?
We're looking for them. I don't see them in our Slack.
We're looking. Okay, chat. Hold on, chat. We're gonna.
Oh, wait, the features.
Yes, the features. There we go. Nick's got it. Nick's got it on his. We're cheating. We're gonna cheat, chat.
Yes.
Okay. So we do have. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up here. Hold, please. Chat. Hold the wall. Nick, we need suggestions from chat. I do know that.
Oh,
what do we need from chat?
Okay, guys, you need to give us, we're going to do this logo lightning round. So we need a name of a company, a brief description of what it does, and one sentence describing its visual language.
Yes.
Okay. So name of a brand, anything you want, what does it do, and a few words on its visual style.
Yes,
How's
and we're
that
going to be
sound?
creating logos based on that, as many as we can in a
Yeah.
certain amount of time to see what happens. All right, so yes, we do have new things in Adobe Express. The first thing is the spell checker add-on. I knew that was a thing. So we have spell checker add-on. You can just click here and add that on to your document. Then it will allow you to spell check your documents. Another one that we want to highlight here is if we had a video that maybe had like audio that was a little bit wonky. We've never done that here on Adobe Live. We've never had wonky audio. What are you talking about?
Crystal clear every time.
Crystal clear every time. I'm going to scroll through these and see if I have anything here that has audio in it. For us, when's the last time that we created a video audio?
Maybe like, see right there. I was going to say one of those really cool little things.
Yes.
A lot of those had some.
This one for sure has audio in it. And if we had like crazy voiceover and audio and all that, there is a great add-on that is just called Juice equalizer right here. So using Juice Equalizer, we can equalize our audio, and it allows you to kind of work through the balance between your video, between the audio, if you have voiceover, between the music. You can just click add to add on and work with the Juice Equalizer.
This is great. I mean, this continues to add on some really great stuff to enhance it beyond what you thought you could do.
Right?
You know? That's so great.
And so if you also want to branch out and incorporate some different Gen AI into your work, Stable Diffusion, XL and Stable Diffusion Video Diffusion is now an add-on. So right here, we can do Stable Diffusion Video or Stable Diffusion XL. And you just click on that and you can hit plus to add in high quality images and text within your workflows. So I think that's three that we wanted to show you. I do want to do two more as I cough through this. I'm going to cough through this whole stream. The next one is Giffinity. If you haven't used it, Giffini. I think I spelled this right. I didn't spell this right.
Let's see.
Hold on. Giffin. There it is. I spelled it one F. Giffinity. Perfect. There we go. Love Giffinity it. Right here. You can search and add GIFs to your designs. I know a lot of people want to add GIFs into their designs and creations in Adobe Express. You just click on plus and it will add that add-on into your workflow. And if you ever want to see the add-ons that you have used, you can just click on add-ons right here and then click on, come back, add-ons. You can click on your add-ons right here. And this is everything that you have added. And here are the ones that I've used. Here are the add-ons that I've used. There's one more that we want to highlight, and that is Gen Chart. You can go to Gen Chart, just type it in here. And right here, transforms raw data into charts with AI. So if you have data you're working with, especially making a presentation, Nick, we've made a bunch of presentations here in Adobe Express. A lot of them have a lot of random data. And so if you need to, you can use this Gen Chart to reimagine the way that you are presenting your data when you're working with documents. Just add that in and then put in your raw data, and you can generate some really cool infographics there.
I love that idea.
Right?
That's so great.
Right?
Wow.
Really cool.
Okay.
So lots of cool stuff
like everything.
in Adobe Express. That's what's new in Adobe Express. But that's not the core of our show, Nick. What are we talking about in the show today?
It's time to make some logos. We're going to have some fun here. Let's see. What do we get in our comments here?
Let's see here.
Come on, chat. Give us
someone is saying, can I give you a Dutch brand, Mora Fried Party Snacks?
Ooh,
okay.
Whoa.
Ooh, wow.
I love it.
Yep. Okay, chat. What we're going to do is we are going to start with one that Nick has. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give you an inside scoop on our logo design process. We both have very different logo design processes. Processes. And what we're going to do is we're going to work through that today and just create as many logos as we can. Give you some ideas of working with symmetry, working with pathfinders, and talk you through how we create logos. So Nick, you have a first one, and can you read us out what the first brief is? And chat, we want you to come up with a brief as well. So we're going to start here with Blossom and Roots, but chat, we want you to put your suggestions in the chat as well, and we will explore those. So Nick, what is Blossom and Roots?
Oh, this sounds so good. It sounds so real. The industry it's in is in health and wellness, so that tells us a little bit of what we're going for. What does it do? Well, it provides organic skincare products made from plant-based ingredients. So I think you're already imagining fonts, images, colors, right? Texture, grit, love. I know I'm going to have a dark sage green in this thing already. I can feel it.
All right. So let's have you kick it off, Nick. And what is your start of your design process?
I think it starts with type for me. I know I'm going to need an icon or something cool there, but I do want to try doing something with the word and the idea here. When you have anything that's like something and something, I know I'm probably going to have two different fonts, and I want them to kind of represent the word. So I've got Blossom, and then we'll do the ampersand and Roots. So I'm already thinking that Blossom might be a little bit more kind of like flower enhanced maybe, and then Roots will be a little bit more of a foundation or something a little bit more kind of rugged, if that makes sense. And so I automatically know I want to try something like this where maybe it kind of like stacks a little bit. And gosh, the first thing I'm going to do is start looking for some types. So I know this one, I will even just mess around and say, do I have anything in the floral or flower kind of thing? And you can see here, you might have a few, but
Yep.
just for time's sake, let's have some. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Nick just went a different direction.
I think that's my roots one.
Nick just found his direction. He just got excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
And somebody's saying, look, you could do something fun with the double O in both words. Oh, blossom and roots. Ooh, that's fun.
Maybe. Oh, look at that. It already does it in this font.
Ooh,
I really love that.
Nick, this isn't bad.
This is really good. Now,
all right.
The ampersand, I'm going to move over here, and we're going to make it a little bit smaller.
Yep.
What were you going to do, man?
I was just going to say, as you work on that, Nick has his type. He's doing more of a logo type kind of based thing. I got inspired by a tool. I had an idea for a tool, and it is the Object on Path tool. Nick, have you used this very much?
No, I haven't yet.
So
I think we did it
so
on a quick
rad.
demo.
And so what I want to do, chat, is I want to kind of create like a geometric kind of like petals coming out, and then have like a wiggly root in between that to create this kind of like bad shape. So I'm gonna play around with that and try it and just do a couple different things. We're gonna start out by just grabbing a circle, and then I'm going to make one of these. Actually, maybe I don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna drag up one of these so it looks a little bit like a petal. So we got a little bit of a petal here. And somebody's saying, what is the font? Nick, what's the font that you're using?
Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second, and we will look at it. It is called... Where's my font? Summer Square Rough.
Summer Square Rough is what it's called.
Look at that.
All right, so I'm going to work here, and we're just going to work in black and white for now. Actually, we're going to work in green because we all know that we're going to go to green. So I'm going to put this here, and then I want to do maybe... Actually, let's not use Objects on Path. What I'm going to use is Radial Repeat. So with this selected, I'm going to go to Object, Repeat, and Radial. And that's going to allow me to increase the amount of repeats that I have or bring it down. Ooh, I really like this kind of being a star shape. But I do want it to be just a little bit more spaced out. And so I'm going to space this out just a tiny bit right there. Perfect. Okay, so I've got these kind of stars for my radial look, and then I do want to do the roots. Maybe the roots go around and then they interlace. What's it called? What's that? What's the tool?
Intertwine.
Intertwine. Thank you.
Yes.
Goodness. Intertwine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create another circle here, and we're going to do this circle the same size right through the middle there, and I am going to add a stroke on this that is maybe a little bit of a lighter green stroke. And then we're going to thicken this stroke. And we are going to use our tool that can make this wavy to make it a little bit more of that vine look. So I'm going to go to Window. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to go to Effects. That's what it is. Distort and Transform, and then Zigzag, and change it to Smooth. And you'll see there we already have those zigzags. I do want the size to be a bit more, but I want it to have less rides per segment. Okay. Wait, that already is looking kind of cool.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? I'm not mad about this. Okay.
I love the flowingness of that, the way it's over. It kind of feels like River Rocks too a little bit.
Yes, yeah, I totally agree. Okay, let's do 10. I think that looks pretty okay. I almost want this to like be a star. I think I'm going to make it a star. So I'm going to rotate this back shape here and just rotate it by 45. How many times do I need to rotate it? There we go. Yes, that's what I want. That's great. Love it. Obsessed. Nick, where are you going?
Well, I made a little blossom here that I thought was really cool. You know what I want to try? Have you tried the wrinkle tool?
No, try it. See what happens.
I don't even know if we have it yet. Do I have it here? Let's see. There it is. Wrinkle tool. All right. So let's see. Do we get this? How do we add it to our toolbox? Why is it not adding? Or do I already have it? Or maybe I already have it. It's in one of my little
it's underneath Modify. Yeah, that list just shows you where it is. So it's underneath Modify, tucked away in there.
Okay, so I'm going to find that. But that, to me, here we go. I think it's in this one, right? Wrinkle tool. So when you have this, look at this.
Wait a minute. Wait, that's fun.
You can act, and it's like it's so cool. It like roughens it right there off the bat, just from doing that. So I'm going to go back to the image here as big as I have it here, right? Let's see. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because I like that. Now, I think if you double click on it, you get some, oh, look at this. Perfect. So that was a little bit too much. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. We're going to go to like 0.75 and see what happens. So now, oh, it's like controlled. It made it like more of an oval. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
Good idea. All right.
I'm not mad about that at
A
all.
little too much of what I wanted, but let's see.
Yep.
I wanted to match the font. So let's see. I'm going to go back here. So we have, intensify. Okay. Intensify.
Okay.
Let's go to 20.
I've never used this tool before. This is really interesting to learn.
There we go. Look at this. Okay, that's better. That's what I kind of wanted. A little bit of roughness around here. Okay, that looks cool. Ooh, I think we got a little bit too much on that one there.
And chat, I made a mistake here. Oh, I didn't make a mistake. I made a mistake. Let's say that. What I did is I started working on mine. I should set up a split screen for us. But I started... Wait, Nick, that looks so good.
There we go.
It's like a localized roughen. Like it's giving you... Can you zoom in so we can see the texture on it?
Let's do that. Check that out, guys. I just saw this on a YouTube video the other day. I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that icon, but I didn't know what the wrinkle tool will do. And it's not, if you do roughen, it's going to do it across the entire thing, right? This allows you to pinpoint where you want it and the intensity. So I'm kind of digging that.
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I made a mistake here in that I selected all this and then I went to Object, Intertwine, Make, and all I need to do is just click.
Yeah.
And it's going to send it backwards. The thing that I don't like is that it like is odd, right? Yeah. That it like I can't do every other one and that's what I want. So I'm going to try to do just another version of this with more things in the background. As you see, I'm just making a bunch of different versions. And this one, I want to add one more. And so I'm just going to zoom in here and I'm going to use this little thing on the side to add in one more stripe. Or one more petal, I guess. And now that's looking a little bit better. I can go here, go to Object, Expand. And then I'm going to select all of this and go to Object, Intertwine. And now I can just click so that every other one goes behind. And this is such a great new tool in Illustrator, right? It's looking kind of cool. I'm
killing it.
I'm not mad about it. I need something to put in the center. Chat, what do we put in the center here to really make this pop as like a logo? And Nick, can you give us a little bit of the brief again? What is the brief that we're working with?
Blossom and Roots is the name of the company. The industry is health and wellness. And what it does is it provides organic skincare products made from plant-based ingredients.
Okay.
What if do you have like maybe a leaf, a little plant leaf?
Yes. I wonder. Yeah.
Let's see.
I wonder if the roots could come through to the center. Maybe we create this like weird little badge. Nick, yours is looking great, and you're doing some generative recolor.
Yes.
So I wonder if I can do something like, let's see, let's do this, and then I'm going to rotate it 33.33. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oops. And then let's do another one. I'm trying to make like a peace sign. Wait, that's not right. Right, I want to try to do it so that it is hitting like almost straight across. Oh, let's do this. Wait, this is gonna work. This is gonna work, chat. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay.
Let's see.
I'm not mad about this idea. Let's transform here. And Nick, what are you working on over there? What are you trying to do?
So immediately it got me to think, let me try a different icon as well. So I'm going to generative vector and I put in for icon, green leaf and brown root. So I just want to see if it gives me something cool where, because we've got blossom and because we have roots and it is a plant-based kind of product or company, I want to see, ooh, look at this. Check it out. Okay.
Nick got really excited.
Love this. Now this gives me a whole other vibe. Oh yes, this is going to be blossom and roots. We're going to do a second one. I love it.
Sorry, chat. Whatever that noise was that just happened was probably so loud, and I have no idea what it was. There was some notification or something on my system. Sorry.
So I'm looking at this going blossom on one side and roots on the other, and I think this would be a totally different version. So let's see. We'll try blossom, and we'll find a. Let's see. Maybe this is the right font because it's pretty heavy. Let's see. Blossom. And I'll do it in, let's see. Blossom should be the green.
Okay.
So let's try it in one of these for now. Oh, that looks horrible.
And I
So
hate it.
let's expand that so we can eyedrop it. There we go. All right, cool. Let's try this. It's still oh, here we go. Let's just get rid of the thing there. Perfect. Okay, blossom and roots over here. Check that out.
Okay, I'm not mad about. Nick and I are both just like going to be silently talking to ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
That's what always happens in these is we start working and then we get excited about an idea and then it is just like silence of us working on said idea.
Exactly. I'm sure we all do this where we select our type, click on the type thing and just hit that arrow and go like, give me something good. It's like a slot machine.
Just a hard scroll and then just stop. Yes.
Oh, that's a great idea. I know.
Okay, chat. I have been working more on this, and I have an idea of what this could look like. Chat, how do we feel about, are you ready? This. And Nick, let's do this.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm working on a logo. I have an idea here, but there's not really, like, I don't know what it is, right? There's some kind of idea. It kind of looks 3D. It's got the leaves. It's got like this like tree growing kind of thing. Nick, what feedback would you give me at this stage of the process? And chat, you as well. Let's do some live critique of what we could do here.
I would say, one, the colors need to be a little more aged and maybe a little bit more muted.
Yep.
Particularly the lighter green, right? And the other thing I would say is maybe, is there a way to incorporate the peace sign in the middle?
Ooh.
Because it's going to, this is going to be a really earthy brand.
Yep.
So like, trying to like, because I almost feel like that starts to feel like a pizza pie or a dessert pie when you see the cut like that. So I wonder if a peace sign would be cool there.
Yep. And I think that we could do that pretty easily here.
Kind of those little unexpected like things, I like that.
Right. This is a peace sign. Does it go the other way? It goes the other way.
It goes the other way. Like turn it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this would just come up here, right?
Exactly.
And then these would come in here.
Yep.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. I'm not mad about it. It's not my favorite.
But but again, now try some recolor and do like, make it like, say like rustic forest or something.
Yep. So we're going to go here, go to generative recolor. I'll start working on that, Nick. Back to you. We had a great suggestion. Nick had an idea. Or sorry, not Nick. Wade.
Wade, what do we got?
Leaves. Let's try that. It almost reminds me of a lily pad. Ooh, it's like a lily pad and a atom. That is a great idea.
Yeah. Oh man, when you said Wade, I was like, "Oh, is he joining us? Is he coming on?
Wade,
live?
Get on the stream. Get over here."
All right. Oh, that's okay. That's what I wanted. Something like that, maybe. What do we think? So blossom should be in the green with no here, and then roots can be there. Let's see.
All right, chat. I think Wade is always down to come on the stream. All right, I think that we might have to move on. Chat, we need your suggestions for what you want to see us build a logo of. We're just going as fast as we can to see what we can create and give you a look into our process. So chat, if you have suggestions or thoughts or things that you think would be fun ideas for a brand, please put them in chat and let us know.
We are ready to go. Let's see. I'm going to try one more where I'm going to
I also tried a thing, and I think I made it worse. Actually, wait. Hold on. I made it kind of fun. Hold on, chat.
Go for it.
Hold on. This might not be a bad idea. Or it might be a bad idea. One of the two. Okay, hold please.
Let's see.
Actually, hold on. Okay. Oh, chat. Okay. I know you're looking at... Okay, this is kind of fun. I put a roughen on it, and it like kind of messed up, but it's kind of fun. And it reminds me of like... I don't know. It reminds me of this video game I used to play called Katamari.
Okay.
And I think it's kind of a fun vibe. And so I'm going to keep doing this like roughen on here and see if we can make it like... I don't know, something interesting, right?
Okay.
I'm not mad about this. And then we put like a little one in the center here and do the same roughen. Chat, I'm not mad about this. I think that's fun.
There you go.
It's ugly, but it's fun. All right. That's going to be my logo. I hate it. Thank you so much for joining me. This one's so much better. Speaking of logos that are so much better or not so much better, Nick.
Yeah.
Jaguar. What are we doing?
Oh.
Here? We got to talk about it for a second. We got to take a break, talk about Jaguar. Chat, if you haven't seen it, please, I'm going to pull it up here so that we can talk about it, Nick. What is your take on the new Jaguar logo?
I don't understand it at all. I think it's a publicity stunt, to be honest with you. I think apparently they're going to debut a new EV in December, and this is their kind of like get everybody excited thing. And I think they purposely did something so left field. It has nothing to do with the heritage or the legacy of the brand in any way. And it hasn't been received too well. I do believe there's something unique that can be salvaged out of this, though. It will be interesting to see once they reveal, because we're not seeing it in context.
Yep.
They just threw us this, and everyone who's a pure enthusiast over cars, in particular Jaguar, just really dislikes it.
Yeah. And someone's saying it looks like a cosmetic brand. Yes,
it does.
This is giving me like Michael Kors. Like it feels like it's a latch on a purse. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. And I mean, like, now here's another thing to the credit of this. The company's been losing money for decades. They don't have the best of reputations. And I'm assuming some bigwigs said, "Hey, we're going to give it one last shot, and we're going to reinvent the wheel."
Yeah,
no pun intended.
We got a budget that's set aside, and we have to spend the money.
So, I think when I see it with the car and let's face it, no one's going to buy a car off of the branding and the commercial it made. It has to answer the problems you want. If it does, this is going to be kind of neat.
Yep.
But to just drop that, it feels like a publicity stunt. And I just don't like it when they try to fool consumers a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Meh. I don't think it makes sense, but I'm interested to see what the brand is. I think that in general, branding is moving away from just the logo and the mark and the things you see in case study and more into like the voice, the tone, the message, the like general vibe. So I'm interested to see what vibe they build around it. I saw an ad that was like modern and it was like bright colors and like models like doing like weird stuff. And I was like, what is going on? So I'm interested to see what the overall brand is. The logo I can take or leave. I want to see what they do with the brand.
It's definitely feels electrified and minimalist. And I think, VW's done that. BMW has done that as they move towards being more EV based. But the other thing they did too were their headlines, and it was like, be different or break boundaries. It's like, oh my, and they said don't imitate or something, like don't copy. And it's like, you've just copied everything we've seen in the last 10 years in ads. So it's like, that doesn't give me much hope. For the future.
All right, so we do have a suggestion for our next lightning round.
Okay.
Elizabeth has said that she wants to see branding for a candy shop. Chat, we need a name for a candy shop, and then we are going to create a little logo, show you some of the tools that we would use there. Chat, we'll let you pick this one. It is going to be a candy shop. And Nick, where is this candy shop located? Give us a little more info.
Good question. Should we do, since we were a little rustic and kind of wilderness here, should we go more city?
Okay.
Maybe you want to say Toronto?
Toronto, okay. All right. And chat, we need a name for this candy shop in Toronto. What is the name of our candy shop that is happening in Toronto?
Okay, we need the name, right?
Yep. And Nick, are you already thinking about things? Like what things are you thinking about when you know the like sector that we're in?
Yeah. I might do a little research. We don't probably have a lot of time here. Do we have a name yet? Let's see.
City Candy.
How about, is there anything unique about, let's see, Toronto. Maybe they're known for the maple leaves. They're like, do we call it maple? I don't know. Let's see. Maple.
The Maple
Emporium
shop. We have City Candy and Candyman. That's a horror film. Yes. Maybe we do chat. We need some suggestions here.
Let's see. Toronto.
Maybe we do I like street sweeps.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Street
That's
Sweets.
really good.
Street Sweets is fun.
Street
Sweets.
All right. Woo.
All right. So, Nick,
but what's our creative brief? What's the visual language we want to stay in? Do we want modern? Do we want traditional? Do we want?
I think it's like downtown Toronto, and let's take it whichever direction we want.
City Suites, right?
Yes. Street Suites.
Oh, street. I can't.
Yes, Street Suites.
Street.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, you go. All right, Nick's starting out here.
I know I have some. Oh, I have this one called. What's it called? I thought it was Child Reverie. What is that font? Oh, this one's cool. That's neat. Got some funness to it. I had one called Child or Children. There it is. Childish Reverie. Look at this one. Oh, love that. And now
that's so fun.
Isn't that cool? And what I want to do is maybe instead of the W and instead of that weird R, maybe, let's see, is this all caps? Let's see, select all. What happens when you go to caps? Let's see, uppercase. Oh, okay, gets a little bit more funky. Street Sweets. I'm going to try to bring in candy shapes to be part of the font.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's a great, so Elizabeth Mock is saying it's a pop-up candy shop. So if that gives us any information, it's like that, like, cool, hip, like,
yes. Oh, come on. Mm-hmm.
Like limited edition candy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
love it.
Nick, you're going to try to make some candy shapes out of the type and really start there. I want to do like a sewer grate. I want to do a sewer grate that is like has candy little wrapper on the side, or maybe it's like a lollipop, but I want to do something that like I see like on a t-shirt. And I think that like this kind of stencil look is what I'm going for. And then I'm going to add in some like little elements here. So I'm probably going to go to Adobe Stock and look for reference to look at some manhole covers. And Nick, you're making candy.
Yeah, let's try. Let's see what else we can do. I'm going to do candy shapes, and maybe even just do a pattern and get a bunch of them and use them individually. That's always a fun little way to kind of do it. So it looks like it's giving me kind of similar ones. So let's see. I like this one because it's that. Let's see. So that might work as, maybe it won't work as one of these, but maybe we like hide them within here and move the font around them. I like that idea.
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's see. I think this will go in this zone here. So I'm going to take the font and outline it and ungroup it. So I definitely want the S to be a little bit bigger. The T will go here. The R will go. So I'm going to try to like do this kind of funky thing where these guys will be kind of within the piece here. And you're going to go for you're going for like the manhole cover. Is that what you're doing?
I am doing a manhole cover. I'm going to create a little pattern here real quick. And I'm basically just going to try to create two shapes and then like flip them.
Yeah.
Why will you not lock in? Lock in there. Find this edge, please. There we go. All right, got it. So I'm going to do like this repeating pattern that I've seen before. That's like the vertical and then horizontal. I think this is like a pretty common pattern that you'd see. So I'm just going to select these two. I'm going to shrink them down pretty far. And then I'm going to go to Object, Pattern, Make. And then it's going to give me this like repeating pattern. So it's a little too close together. That's not quite what I want. We're going to change this brick by brick, row by row. Do you want hex? No, let's go brick by row.
Brick by row.
Brick by row I think is what I want. And then I also am going to there we go. This is exactly what I want. Okay, so let's bring this down. And then the width, I think I need to be less. Yes, there we go. So I want it to be like the square repeating pattern, which this looks perfect. All right, so now I can come back, grab my circle that I have here, and I am just going to select my pattern and fill it with the pattern. Nice. Yeah, cool. Okay, that looks good. Not mad about that. I do think it might need a little more space, but we're going to leave it for now. That's pretty dense, but it's okay. All right.
Let's see. Does that work as a T? I guess so.
Nick just gave up. Is that? Yeah, sure, whatever.
So I got some fun kind of colors to mess with here. Let's see. We'll use a blue, and we need a magenta. And what else do we got here? The pink. There we go. All right. Street sweets. There we go. So, question for you.
Yes.
You're in a mall. You
Okay.
see a sign coming up, and you know it's a candy shop. Are you running there, or are you running away?
I don't. I'm not a big sweets guy. I worked at a cookie shop for like 2 years, and so I got like a lifetime supply of sweets.
Yeah.
And so I do not want sweets ever.
Oh my God, you're so lucky.
I know. I know. I always say that if I do want some kind of sweet, what I want to get is basically like the corner of a brownie. Like I want just one bite of a brownie, and that's all I want.
Gotcha. That's a good way to put it. I think on dessert sweets like that, I'm the same way. Give me one bite, I'm good. I don't need to finish a whole thing. But you give me a bag of my favorite mixed like candies from like a candy shop. Oh, dude.
What's your go-to movie candy?
Oh, movie.
Goobers? Who eats goobers? What's a goober?
It's remember Raisinets and Goobers. So Raisinets were the chocolate covered raisins and Goobers were chocolate covered peanuts.
I think you made this up.
And then Sour Patch Kids, obviously.
Yeah, Sour Patch Kids are great.
Those are always good. What about you guys? What do you like as let's see.
Yes, chat. What are your go-to candies?
Yeah. Let's see. This might be good. Let's see. We want this one for the T here, maybe. Let's see. Oh, perfect. That looks cool.
And I'm working on making this manhole cover into like a cool little like what would it be called? Like a little wrapped candy.
Oh yeah, there
right?
you go. With the little wrinkles on the side.
Yeah, with the little wrinkles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Oops, no, we gotta go with a different color here.
Store and transform. We're gonna do another zigzag here. And I'm gonna use the zigzag just to give me that kind of candy wrapper piece.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Oh, that's pretty good.
This way a little smaller. Gotta tilt these guys a little bit.
Not mad about it. Don't love it. Sorry, chat. I don't know why those little noises keep happening.
What's happening?
I keep hitting like a wrong hotkey, and then it goes like "boo-doo-doo-doo," but it's probably so loud for the chat. Sorry.
There we go. Okay.
All right. So far, I hate both of my logos that I did, but this one is like more promising than the other. I don't love it. It's fine.
Let's see.
Nick, why is yours so good? That's illegal. That's illegal. Get out.
It's illegal. Here, we'll put that one there, and then this one here. You know what are really good? Have you ever had the what are they called? Scottish dog licorice.
A Scottish dog? No.
You never had that?
No, that
Please.
sounds made up.
Chat, who's had one? They look like little Scottish dogs, and they're red. They're the authentic, like, old-fashioned red licorice. Oh, dude.
Nick, that sounds made up.
They're so... Oh, no. I will find a picture.
All right. It's almost like Nick does this for a living. Yes, it's very true. But the third one's mine. The third one is going to be my comeback where I actually have a good idea and it goes through. This is great. I like that, Nick.
Let me see what you got.
No.
Oh.
It's bad. It's not good. The idea is there. The idea is there, but it's not good.
Dude, but if it's like we're doing totally different things, and I like the idea like you thought something totally street.
Yes.
I'm going traditional. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Yes.
Kind of
You've got some stencil on there though.
Kind of explains our total difference in design vibes.
It's very true.
Street and traditional.
Street and traditional. That is very, very true.
So I want to try a quick what do you call it? Recolor, because this is a perfect example.
Great use case for recolor.
So what kind of description should we change this to? I was first
Cotton candy.
Ooh, yes. All right, cool. So let's try that here.
And chat, we need another suggestion for another logo for us to build. We have about 15 minutes left in the stream, so give us suggestions and we'll try to build a quick logo in that.
Dude, come on.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
This, I'd say, let's see. this one for sure.
Yep.
So there we go. We have our two totally different, and yet this one's a little bit more traditional candy colors. Nice.
That's fun. I love generative recolor. It's a really good tool to have.
It saved the day like yesterday and today with some kind of like in progress vector work that we're working on with a new client, and I'm telling you, yeah, I feel like it picks better colors than I could ever do. So like, I'm in. It's great.
Okay.
All right. How are we doing on our third one?
Okay, chat. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up yet. Hold on. Somebody said that they want to have your colors. So what I'm going to do real quick is I am going to just rework mine for a quick second.
Yeah.
And I'm going to recolor these and then use generative recolor to try to get like an actual good logo going here. Because I don't want to give up on it. I don't think it's bad. I just don't think that it's good yet. So we're going to put in some random colors here and then see if we can... and I probably need that border still. All right, let's do this border here. And let's do the border in... Let's just do a random color. So we'll go orange there. This whole background will go to like a weird green. So this is what I do a lot, is if I'm working and kind of playing around with trying to get an idea together, I will just throw stuff at the wall and make it all different random colors. And that way, when I use generative recolor, hopefully it comes out with a really nice color palette that is a bit easier and better to look at. Okay.
I like that.
Going here. Nick, can you monitor chat and see if they have any suggestions coming in for our last one?
Let's see what we got here. Hold on. We got to get to...
And chat, I love that you're getting to see how chaotically I work. Again, if you're working on something and you're like, I'm not doing it the right way, or like it doesn't look correct, as long as it works for you, it's the right way.
Exactly.
That, and again, you're seeing the difference between Nick's process and my process. I work in pure chaos. Nick just has good ideas and executes them. But let me go here, and let's see if we can get this to turn out at all. I might remove the outlines, but let's see what happens.
I like the color changes for sure.
All right. We're going to go to edit. We're going to go to edit colors. We're going to do generative recolor. And this time we're going to type in cotton candy.
Let's see what's going on here. I'm checking out the chat. Let's see what we got. Do we have our third idea? Let's see. Barbecue on the bone. Let's see. What's the name of it? Oh, yes. I agree with you, Elizabeth. Milk duds, but holy man, what that does to your teeth. Milk duds are delicious. If you want a tip, put a bunch in a coffee mug and microwave them and then pour them over ice cream.
Oh. Okay. I'm not mad about street sweets.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about this. And what I can do is I can actually come back to recolor and go to advanced options. And I want to change these colors, the order around a little bit. And so I'm just going to switch this so that this is our background color. Okay. Not crazy about that. Oh, I think I made it worse. Okay. I'm not mad about this too much.
That's got a fun little color vibe.
Yeah, it does. I'm not mad about it, chat. I could play around with it more. It's a little better, but it's still not great. But we did it. That's fine.
I want to see it on a t-shirt, please.
I don't want to see it on anything. I would here's what I would do though, is like I would print this out and then like scan it and put salt on it and then take a picture on my phone and then like auto trace it back in so it'd have all the texture and it'd look like a like printed version of street sweets.
Ooh, wait.
Or maybe it's just like it's like on a wrapper and so it's like the like scanned wrapper in there and then I like scan in the wrapper.
I have a great idea.
What?
Save it as a structure reference and bring it into Firefly.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
And make the real manhole.
That's such a good idea.
Come on.
Chat.
Take the color out and try it out.
Nick has great ideas sometimes. Okay.
I didn't see anything in the chat. Thank you sometimes.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll take it. Do we want to go with one of the other ones from the list or do we, let's see. Come on, chat. Give us something good. Give us a name of a fun brand.
This real quick, and I'm just going to export this as a JPEG here. There's our thumbnails. We're going to do this candy.
So you would put realistic manhole with like surrounded by what.
Yeah, I probably do like I'll do
style reference.
Yeah. I'll do manhole cover. Let's do manhole cover on the street.
And then like camera angle above, or do you
Yep,
want to put that in? Yeah.
And let's do like pastel candy colors.
Ooh.
So we're gonna do this. It's gonna generate something for us, which is not what we're gonna use. But we're gonna. Oh, okay. All right. We're already going somewhere. All right.
Wow,
Hold on.
That's great.
We're gonna go widescreen. I am gonna do a composition reference, and that's where I'm gonna grab that image that I just created of the candy right here.
Yeah.
All right. We uploaded our reference. I'm gonna go strong, and that's gonna keep it super, super tight to that reference.
Okay.
I want it to look like a photo, and then I want it to be from the top down.
Above. Yeah.
So I can go camera angle, which is behind me. You can see, and then go to. Where is it? Shot from above. Shot from above. And I think that this is going to be good. Please work. Let's go ahead and hit generate. And this, I love using Firefly specifically for this. Yes. I love using Firefly specifically for this because you get like interesting ideas that you can like help to flesh out your idea. Right. And so maybe I want it to be not as matchy. And let's see what happens if I loosen it up a little bit. Okay. It's going to not work. So let's do manhole covers on the street, and let's do high contrast, black and white, and then maybe at night. So let's see here. So let's try to, again, I have a vision in my head. Yes, this is what I kind of wanted to see, is this kind of vibe, right? And then what I do, hold on, what I would do with this is I could download this, right? So I download this, and then I would bring this into like Photoshop, or we could bring it into Illustrator even. And I am just going to click and drag this in, and then we're going to use the auto tracing or the image trace. Okay, so I'm going to bring this into Illustrator. Yes. And then we are going to select this, and I'm going to go to image trace.
That's like a title card right there.
Right? And we're going to do, I'm going to just do black and white logo for now, and then I'm going to go in and change my settings. I don't like any of the regular settings, so we're going to come in here, and I'm going to go paths to 99.
What a fun process. You went from Illustrator, messing it up a little bit in Firefly, and taking it back to image trace.
Yep.
Dude.
100%.
Whoa.
Right? So it's a little bit dark, and I'd have to play around with it in Photoshop probably to like isolate it. But this is definitely the idea of what I would want to play around with.
Dude.
That's pretty cool. I'm not mad about that at all. All right, Nick, what are you doing over there?
I tried something. So I took the Street Sweets logo, turned it all black, just to have a structure reference or a they changed the name on it now, right? It's composition.
Oh, yes.
There we go. Cool. So I loaded it up, but then I wrote floating candy pieces, floating in white space. I loaded the Street Sweets logo here. So let's generate and see what happens. I'm a little excited.
I'm excited.
Oh,
it's so fun!
Oh, guys, wait, which one? Let's see. Oh, this one with the swirl, and the background is all like. Wait, let's upscale it.
Nick,
here we go, guys.
Good.
Come on, stop!
It's so fun.
With the blurry in the background, I didn't even ask for that. Like, wow. Now, if we try, let's see. I want to try like this fun little animated one here and see what it does. But I think I think the sky's the limit on this. Oh, that's fun. It just made it a little bit more kind of like claymation a little bit.
Yep.
You know. But let's get rid of that one. I'm going to get rid of the style reference. We got to go back to this one and see it again. That was, oh wow.
That's pretty rad.
So, like, what a cool little combination both of us did. I loved how you took yours, made it real in Firefly, right?
Yep.
Brought it back and extruded actual dimension in the grate and all the engraving.
Yeah.
That was killer.
And what I just did is I came over to Adobe Express, and I'm going to export it just as a JPEG. So I removed the background in Adobe Express because I didn't want to open Photoshop. So I just came over to Adobe Express, removed the background there, and now I can bring this back in to the look that I want, and that is going to be right here. So I'll bring it back into Illustrator, And now I lost my halftone that I usually use, but I can do black and white logo. We are going to, where are my settings? There we go. Let's go 99% of paths, corners at 0, noise at 1. And I used to have these settings like pretty well nailed down.
Sure.
We're going to ignore the color white, and then we are going to change this threshold.
Let's see here. Browse gallery. Is there anything else kind of fun?
Yeah, right there.
Dude, that is so cool.
Right?
That is so cool.
So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to do a couple versions that are going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to paste this in here, do a little bit of a lighter version. Actually, let's go here. Okay. So I'm going to expand both of these. So I have 2 versions here that I made different colors, and I'm going to make the back one, right? Like a nice pink candy color.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, let's do, oh wait, that's so fun. Hold on. I'm so not mad about this. And then what I'd do is I'd maybe bring it in again one more time and then fill in like the text here with black. And so even like these little pieces in the background that are white right now, it just means that they're showing through, so that auto trace got weird. So I'm going to make this black, push it to the background. That's it. That's what I wanted. That is the correct answer.
Wow. Oh, you've Andrewized it.
I Androidized it. That is the way that I work, is just trying to make things total and pure chaos.
Way too much fun, man. Way too much fun.
Yes, I'm gonna try to invert this and see what happens. It's probably gonna look real nasty, but it could look cool. That looks nasty, but I don't mind it. All right.
Wow.
I'm not mad about this being Street Sweets. This is kind of fun. Chat, do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know. I'm gonna grab these pieces over here and drag them over to the other side.
So good. Dude. Oh, I love how the gray with the pink kind of vibes pretty cool too.
Okay.
Not the solid black. But ooh, look at that.
Right. I'm just trying to line this up to give it a little more of that look, and maybe I'll transform it, reflect. And if you ever working like with texture like this, that's random, it's great to just grab texture from different places and then kind of put it together. This is looking a lot more what I want it to, and just a lot more fun. I'm so down for this.
Wow, right? These images are big.
Little like,
my gosh.
Bubble. Oh yes, they get crazy. When you upscale them, they get real crazy.
Wow. I'm gonna do the same with our first one because I think we have a little bit of time. So I'm gonna take Blossom here.
I'm not mad about this.
Let's make it.
Okay, where's my actual Street Sweets text? Let's put that in here.
White.
Chat, what do we think? Fan, did we make it? Did we get there? I want to try to put the Street Sweets in here and see if it looks good in... I want it to be white.
There we go. All right. This is where you're going to get... This is where you're going to get Nick and Andrew whispering back, like, oh, I think I'm going to change this. I'm going to move this here. Yeah.
All right. What is happening in the background here? Okay. That white... Okay.
Press stick.
There we go. All right, chat. I'm not mad about my logo. I'm definitely into it. Not mad about Street Sweets being this. Right?
Excellent. Let's see here.
It's kind of fun. Chat. Don't be mad.
It's got the bubblegum vibe to it. It's looking good, dude. It's looking really good. All right. We're trying Blossom and dude.
Nick, what you got?
Dude. Look at Blossom and Roots.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, make one of those bigger.
Let's make it here.
Make it the right size. Yeah.
First. All right, let's check it out. Oh, wow. Look at the texture. Here, I'm going to go this one. Let's upscale just so we can get a good look at it. I think we're just about, how are we doing on time?
We're pretty done with time.
Dude.
But
I think we nailed it. Firefly to the rescue for both of us.
I was going to say, I think we nailed it. I think definitely Firefly to the rescue for both of us. I am a fan of the logos that came out of this. I think that they're super fun. So I ended here with Street Sweets that I think is a really fun. If I did some more work on it, I think it could be really fun. And Nick ended with this gorgeous Blossom and Roots using Adobe Firefly.
And then this little guy.
So rad in that thing right there. So hopefully you had a lot of fun and Had a good time hanging out with us today. No show next week because we are off for Thanksgiving. So
Thanksgiving time. My
all of
gosh.
those that are cooking, Nick, what's a good go-to recipe for you for Thanksgiving?
Butternut squash ravioli with butter sage sauce. How's that?
Love that.
I'm hungry.
Make little rolls that look like turkeys.
Hey!
All right, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks back just before the holidays, December 3rd? 4th. Yeah. December 4th will be our next day. We'll see you there. Have a great time.
Bye, guys.
For the weekend with Thanksgiving.
See you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Later.